I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it, I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it, you know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic, keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me, I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this, freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus, living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you see?
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to MK Headlines episode number 76. And if you're new to all of these channels, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. And by the way, guys, Eagles had the best draft. I don't care what Bleacher Report says, but I'm here with my guys. Next Shift Randy, Further AM, no matter where you are, you're there. And Tom States. How you doing, man? How you guys doing?
Good, man. Good.
Hey, all I can say is DeAndre Swift was the best part of the whole draft. For me, that was the best part. I don't know about you guys. Maybe it was Jalen Carter, Ringo. So, what was the best part of the draft for you guys, for our Eagles? Whoever wants to take it, take it.
I would say definitely getting Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith in the first round. But I agree. I was, obviously a big Bijan guy because I wanted a dynamic running back in the building. And when Jahmyr Gibbs got picked 12th by the Lions, I started texting my friends, texting group chats, saying Eagles are going to get DeAndre Swift. He's from Philly. Deal might as well already be done, and they eventually ended up getting him on day 3 of the draft. I was laying there, I saw them report it live right on the TV, and I was real happy too. So yeah, we got a good collection of guys, and I'm just excited now to see them work, see how they're going to fit in, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to roll with this Eagles team. I know there's still moves to be made, but let's talk about this draft a little bit first.
Yeah, Randy, what about you?
Yeah, man. Like Tom, I'm sitting there watching the draft and watching it all unfold, and the Lions take Jahmyr Gibbs right at 12, just after Bijan's taken at 7 or 8. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what are we going to do at running back? Because Rashad Penny's definitely not the option, right? And then I'm like, in my head, I don't know why, I was like, I bet you Swift is now available. I'm like, I'm guaranteeing something. So I go to bed that night, and then I got up a little bit before my wife did. And I'm like doing some stuff in the garage and whatnot, and I can hear my phone, and my phone's like blowing up or whatever, right? And I'm like, the draft probably just started. I'm like, shoot, I better hurry up, or right? But I'm like, I look at the time, I'm like, no, it's not even that time yet. I go to my phone, it's my wife. She's blowing me up, but stupid spell check kind of messed things up. She's like, your Eagles got a Swiffer, and I was like, what? What do you mean we got a Swiffer? And then she's like, stupid spell check, Swift. Eagles got Swift, and I was like, I'm like, wait, why we got what? So I'm like, now at this point, I run in the house and I turn on my computer and I turn on my tablet, and it's just all blowing up. Eagles, and what we traded for to get them, like it was like, oh wow, okay, Howie, just keep doing what you're doing right now, buddy, because right now you got the Infinity Stones in every spot they need to be, and you're just murking the league right now. So I was excited. Like I told you guys, I was even more excited when we got Nolan Smith. I like that kid a lot. I think he's going to help us. I know there's a lot of people saying that he's, he may not turn it to be what we're really trying to hype him up to be, but I just love his intangibles. I love his energy. I love what he brings as a person. And then I'm sure you guys seen it when Nakobe Dean dapped him up when he got selected. And he's like, I've got the green on, and he had the green socks on. Did y'all see how big Nakobe Dean was too? Looked like the homeboy's been in the gym getting swole. So I like seeing everything that we've done so far. But like Tom said, we're not done. So let's just talk about this draft right now.
Yeah. Am, what about you? What was your favorite part of the draft? Am?
He's cooking.
Got the chicken.
And making food, just
I'm just about done.
let him do that, and we can.
Is my connection good right now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and
Perfect.
clear.
Dude. Well, man, I was excited for this draft. I can't believe that we got so many Georgia players.
I mean, you were for it in the beginning with your mock draft.
Yeah.
That is fun. That is funny that he did. The two funniest things I
Yes.
heard was that, because he literally did that, and that's what the Eagles basically did. And then somebody
The
else.
hypothetical mock. You talk about the hypothetical. I literally did a mock draft where I just drafted nothing but Georgia Bulldog players and got nothing A+, A+, A+.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't go completely Georgia Bulldogs, but they basically did. I mean, three.
Close enough.
They didn't go. Maybe they watched our live stream or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean,
Because I did it with Coach. It was during the Friday football stream with
no.
NYG Jeff ET, and it was with Coach. And we just kept doing mock draft after mock draft. And Randy, you had just left. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to fuck around and just get all Georgia Bulldog players.
That's right, Joey. That's right.
Because I knew it was not going to happen. I fucking knew it was not going to happen. That's why I've been tweeting everyone crazy.
Well, he got picked 8th overall, so.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, I knew it wasn't going to happen. And by the way, we're supposed to have a guest, by the way. I don't know if he's hopping on, but we'll wait and see. But, yeah, what did he say? Once center passed Seattle, he was ours. I was shocked. I saw your expression. So what happened to your hat now? What happens with your hat? I'm just wondering with the grade 5. But it's just shocking.
But I also wanted to say really quick too about the draft when we were sitting there and we're going through the second round and we're going to the third round, and the safety for the Bulldogs, Chris, I can't remember his last name, he was available. I'm like, oh my God, are we gonna be taking the safety from the Bulldogs as well? But no, he obviously went somewhere else. He got snagged by somebody else. But yeah, the Tyler Steen, the offensive tackle from Alabama, and then right away the next pick after that, taking Sidney Brown from Illinois, was just like icing on the cake.
They followed the exact formula that I kind of laid out before the draft when I said that they should pick a defensive lineman or an offensive weapon in the first round, and that's what they did. And then they should pick competition and depth at offensive line later, and that's exactly what they did with the Steen pick in the third round. So I was really happy to see them kind of go with a format that was going to get your top picks on the field more right away, and then your later picks, learning behind guys that they could definitely use it. I don't think we're done at safety. I think Sidney Brown's going to have a year to kind of get acclimated in special teams and be used as, a rotational guy. A lot of people said, right after the draft that he could start. And I would say if they are desperate, they start him. Hopefully he's one of those gems like a Jordan Hicks. When we picked him in the third round, he just couldn't do anything but make plays. And we
could get him off the field. You're right. Yeah,
exactly. I hope Sidney Brown is that, but the odds are that players don't turn into that. And that I think the Eagles, unless the Eagles are super high on this kid and want him to start right away, I think they'll look to get him a little bit of veteran leadership in front of him and let him learn a little bit, just like Steen and the later D tackle that we took as well.
Ojama?
yeah, I think he might have a shot to make this team. It's just going to depend on, how he comes along in camp, but he doesn't have a lot of pressure on him either. So
Are you talking about Moro, that Texas, the
Yeah.
kid from Texas? Yeah.
Jomo. Yeah.
Jomo, yeah.
But yeah, no, Joey's actually right. Like, he is definitely going to compete to start.
I think so, yeah.
It's like Cam Jurgens is going to compete and Jack Driscoll is going to compete. And it's exactly what I was.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
sure.
bud.
Yep.
I just, on this show, on other shows, on streams, it's exactly what I said. If you draft a good competition at right guard with a later round, mid-round draft pick, and then you have Cam Jurgens and Jack Driscoll, that's a really good competition with a lot of young talent that Jeff Stoutland can mold and get ready to play. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Tyler Steen win the job. Jeff Stoutland specifically wanted him, and he's from Alabama, so definitely thinks highly of the kid. And Cam Jurgens can then stay as a nice depth piece for us at center and maybe even play a little guard too. But
well, shoot, he's 6'6", 323 or 325 or something like that. He's a big boy, so he's just gonna fit right in with Landon Dickerson and Jordan Mailata, and then all the boys and Lane Johnson. Like it's just gonna be like a bunch of trees, just right in, man. I love it.
That's insane. Yeah, he really could win that job at right guard. I mean, you don't need your right guard to be like, you have 4 elite linemen already. He's just going to fit right in. Whoever plays is going to do a great job because they're just going to fit right in. And having him and Cam Jurgens compete a little bit for that spot would be really good for both of them to just get better and grind the gear and get iron sharpens iron mindset. Get the guy in there. So.
Yep.
And by the way, shout out to my guy King Tate. He called it last week. He wanted Tyler Steen, and we got him.
Right.
Wow, that's crazy. I did not. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's right. He did mention that during our live. He was like, I really want that. He's like, I really want Alex Steen, the offensive tackle at Alabama. So you're right, Mitch. I kind of went over my head. You're right. He got a boy.
I mean, from AM doing the Georgia draft, from people talking Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith the whole time, from him and Steen, we kind of Eagles fans picked all these players. I saw a couple people talking about Sidney Brown too. So that's definitely a guy that. I know the Cowboys O-line is.
You wanted Steen. You got 2 of my Michigan players.
Yeah, you got Mazzy though, and I'd say that guy is.
That's starting to become the difference between the Eagles and the division right now. Is that we're drafting players from Georgia, and other teams are drafting players from Michigan. So think about it. I mean,
sorry, man.
Indians over here, and you got runner-ups over there, and that's what's happening. But yeah, I think the Cowboys had an all right draft. I mean, Mozzie Smith's a solid guy that'll help their run defense, which was their weakness last year. And I think they reached a little on the tight end, but if he can play, he can play. And I think they were just kind of trying to replace Dalton Schultz. So that's what I think about that, Coles, if you're watching. I don't think you guys had a bad draft necessarily. It's probably just more like role players, if you will, unless that tight end really is like legit. But come on, is he going to be Zach Ertz? Probably not.
The tight end is good. I've been watching him for like a while now.
Oh, yeah, you're a Michigan guy, yeah. So you tell us. Yeah,
so he is good. I like the way his routes and everything. Like, the guy has height, and that's definitely going to help him. And look who's here. Yo, what's good?
Yo, what's going on?
What's up? How you guys doing?
Good.
We're doing good, man. How you doing?
Just tickled.
All right. Yeah, he is a great linebacker. So, AK, what did you think about this draft for our Eagles? I want to hear.
God, I gotta wash my eye.
Oh man, listen, dude. First off, I don't know how 31 other teams happened. What happened? First off, you let probably the best prospect in the whole draft fall to 9, and then Howie just swoops in, jumps up 1, takes him, and then Nolan Smith at 30. Nolan Smith was definitely before the 20th pick. Like, I think we can all agree on that. Like, yeah, he is raw, but his athleticism, speed, his freakish power, everything makes him a top 20 pick. It did. His production could have been a little better, but there's a lot of rotation that happens at Georgia. So that was 2 awesome draft picks by Howie. I like the tackle that we grabbed. Seems good. Or safety. Sydney.
Sidney
Yeah,
Brown.
I really like that one. You know, that was definitely a good one. I expect high things coming from him, but you know what? I also did that with Kayvon Wallace, and that backfired on me too. So I got to be careful.
Temper your expectations a little. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, dude. Hey, I thought Kayvon would turn out to be pretty decent, but wow.
So did I. I'll be real with you. So did I.
You know, I backed the kid, and I can't say nothing about it. But you know, sometimes certain players put in harder work than others, and it is what it is. You know. But I don't think think that issue is going to be Sydney's problem. And then you know, you go and you make the big trade for DeAndre Swift. It's funny because whenever the draft was going on in the first round, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Detroit made my jaw drop at 12 when they took Gibbs.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit. No, he did not. I was like, yo, first off, I started laughing. I was like, that right there is why Detroit has always sucked.
Yes.
Like you grab positions that you don't need, you know, and as soon as they grabbed Gibbs, I looked at my stepson and I was like, bro, I was like, does that mean Swift is on the block? You know, and I never even put 2 and 2 together. In all honesty, I didn't even think how he would even do it. I thought he was actually pretty satisfied with what we had, you know, with Gainwell in his second year and you know, getting Penny. Now, yeah, Penny's injuries are definitely a question mark, but listen, I'm not mad about it. I love it. And we got him for nothing. You know, Howie is a bully, bro. Like he is an assassin. I don't know what is going on, but dude, you got 31 other GMs who have not figured it out yet. And then shame on them. You know, like you are letting this man just walk all over you. Everyone. And there's nothing they can do about it, man. I love what he did last year. I love what he did this year. And, dude, he's just solidifying this team for a long time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Swift getting extended too.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
I mean, AK, you and I were talking before, and you wanted Ojulari. You wanted them to trade back and get Ojulari, right?
Well, no, I didn't say trade back. I just said take BJ Ojulari at 30. You know, I didn't expect Nolan to be there. No one expected Nolan to be there. I don't think. Nolan, any of you think Nolan would be there?
I expected him to go either to Dallas or something like that. So I thought for sure he was going.
Before that, I expected him to go top 15.
Exactly, same. You know, I thought Green Bay would have taken him over Van Ness, but
yeah,
hey, it is what it is.
I thought, oh man, what a perfect Raven player, what a perfect, you know, Steeler player, and they're like, nope, different guy, and we're like, wait, this guy's falling.
Yeah, dude, I'm just, it can't be real. It feels unreal, you know. Then
like Johnny Cat says right here,
you get Keely.
Cheating, too good.
yeah. Then you go, and Keely falls all the way to the fourth for you. Like, I mean, dude. I don't know what Howie is trying to do. I think I think this is his objective, and he's not telling anyone. He wants to be the first man to say, I beat an NFL offense with a college defense. Like, you know, that question was going around. Like, can a college team beat an NFL team? Well, Howie's about to answer that because he literally drafted a bunch of Georgia Bulldogs.
And men, too.
I mean, Ringo, right?
Yeah.
I was getting ready for my live with Jeff. I sat down and I get an alert. We traded up to like the 3rd pick of the round. Yep. And I'm like, are we really getting Ringo here? There's no way we're getting Ringo. And we got Ringo.
Yeah, no, man, it's crazy.
Howie cannot keep on getting away with this. I mean, come on. When would they learn? When would they learn? That's my question.
Here's the thing, though. The only thing Howie needs to worry about is he has to pray it works out.
Yeah.
All right, like I'm not playing here. You let Javon Hargraves go. I think the only bad thing that Howie did all offseason was bring back Fletcher Cox. In all honesty, man, I would have let Fletch walk and re-sign Hargraves if it was me. But hey, it is what it is. He had a plan. Not knocking it. But You don't have Namaka Suh anymore.
Nope.
You do not have help me out. What was the other guy? Shit. Yeah, Linval Joseph. So those two are gone. You do have Cox, but he's getting up there in age. He's going to be a rotation guy. Carter has to be it. He has to be who he was in college. Like, this kid can't come out and fail, because if Carter fails, Howie's plan fails. If Nolan Smith does not become Nolan Smith, who he's supposed to be, it fails. If Nakobe Dean does not work, this all fails. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we have veterans. We have presence. But this year and next year are totally relied on the development of these Georgia kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Howie is playing a rough game here. He really is. He's taking a very big fucking chance.
Yes.
It's a very worth chance, because the upside is worth it all. No lie, it is. Carter is, if we all say what he is, Carter is at the level of Hargraves now. He's just going to be better. A better Hargraves. And that's what Howie is pretty much betting on. But it has to work. Because this could really actually blow up and be very bad.
Yeah, and Coles will be sitting there laughing. But AM. Yeah. So AM, how's the
Damn it,
grilling?
Mitch.
Hey. I take it when I see it. How's the grill? How's the grilling?
You want to check it out?
Mm-hmm.
Go
Might
on
as
a trip.
well. Might as well.
God, I know, dude. It smells fantastic out here. Springtime. Hope y'all don't have allergies.
It's cold over here.
Oh wow.
You won't be doing
It's just, oh my God.
So all the veggies.
Is all of veggies okay? Then what?
Looks like a Tom Brady salad.
Oh,
Oh,
Hey, he don't play no more. We can joke about it now.
that's true. Very true.
yeah.
Tom, you look
Whatever
pissed
with
off
you.
down there, man. What's up?
I'm tired. I was zoning out, looking at I'm wondering pretty much, what is he gonna do with those, like, peppers and onions? Like, he just
Right.
chopping, like, you know what
I got
mean?
the chicken.
Yeah, but like, all right, so like, okay, so do you, like, what do you do with it? Like, do you
Straight up one big old piece of fucking
doing-
onion, and
Dude,
then
we're
just a
doing
piece of carrot,
Jafari
and just
rice.
now some chicken, straight
All right.
caveman style. Just bap, 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 bap.
I got you on that.
So,
I wish I was there further. I'd help you destroy that.
I wish he had, like, sausage, you know, like the sausage links.
Ooh.
You put
Yeah.
that
Dude, I got kielbasa. I got kielbasa.
I got
Well,
up.
can we start both Hassan and Nolan with 5-man front? Jordan Davis, Cox. I think it will be wrong to not start the 21 Georgia defense.
And into formations and whatnot, and May is tough.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, we got a lot of depth on the D line now. You're like AK said, we're really banking on guys, you know, young guys stepping up. Not only Jalen Carter, but, you know, Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, coming into his third year as a pro. These guys are going to be counted on big time to make up the loss of Javon Hargrave. But I think there's enough depth there. They also signed Kentavious Street, who's a solid role player, got some veteran experience. So, you know, whether they're starting exactly who they said in this message here on the bottom, I think that they're well equipped. They're very well equipped to rotate guys in and try different things out. And, you know, it's all going to come down to Sean Desai. What does he?
That was my next question. Sean Desai, what is he going to do with all these guys?
That's it. And I've been actually like going back and like talking to a lot of Bears fans on YouTube and on Twitter, and I've been asking them like like, what do you think about Sean Desai? And they said, like, the one positive about him was he came with so many different odd fronts, kept the quarterbacks wondering what the hell was coming at them. And his blitz rate is a little bit higher than what we've been dealing with in the past season. So he does send pressure. So, we don't know what he is, but I'm pretty excited to see what he can bring, because he's got guys on the team now. And like you said, we're not done. There's still guys to be added. So
that makes sense why the Eagles would have interest in Sean Desai than hearing that, because they kind of wanted the opposite of Jonathan Gannon, right?
Yes.
So getting a guy that disguises more things and blitzes a little bit more and does some things that the last guy didn't do. So I think knowing why they hired him, and then going out and getting more pieces on the D line for him is a pretty good move. We're talking a lot about the defense because we drafted heavy defense, and the two guys we got in the first round are on the defense. But, we did touch on DeAndre Swift, but how about this offense staying intact? You still have Jalen Hurts, you still have A.J. Brown, an elite offensive line. You still have Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. Quez, he didn't play that well last year, but he's familiar with the team. And then you added Zacchaeus, and you have your stable of running backs behind Swift now as well. So it's like, even if the defense loses a little bit of something because of the loss of Javon Hargrave, which I don't think it will, I don't think it'll lose much. But even if it did, even if his presence was a little bit felt, I still think this is a 13-win football team. Maybe, 12, depending on how many of those big toss-up games we win. But 12, 13 wins and playoffs. And I don't think that anything can stop this team other than potentially big injuries, which really could be said about anyone. So, I think that, seeing how this coaching staff came together and seeing what they built, adding weapons to the defense, which I still think they're going to continue to add weapons to the defense. It's like you look on the offensive side of the ball and you're like, man, even if our defense isn't that great, if it's 10th or 14th in the league, it would stink, but I still think the offense gets it done for us. They just have to put up more and do more. So hopefully we're balanced, but that offense is gonna win a lot of games for us by ourselves, despite all the talk about the defense lately. Let that offense fly under the radar. Still top 3 in football.
Yeah, that is why I drafted Jalen Hurts in my second round. I'm like, just give me that. I needed that.
I was sad to see Darnell Washington be drafted, because I was really hoping the Eagles would have swiped him up, because having a 6'7" tight end with Goddard on the other side and them just doing crossers with a wide receiver burning down the field. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, it didn't happen, so it is what it is. But
they didn't really get any weapons in the draft.
No, it was like you said, it was all the defensive side for the most part.
Other than Swift when they made that trade, and they didn't do anything at receiver. They didn't do anything at tight end. I mean, they got a developmental third quarterback, but not going to see the field for years if he.
That's where people thought we were going to take a tight end, Tom. Everybody's like, "Oh, the Eagles are probably going to take a tight end right here," just to shore up that depth. Plus, Goddard's going to be 27, potentially going to be 28, so he's getting up there in age. So why not just add some depth to that room? And no, you're right. Right away, it was a quarterback, and how we were on stream and we were getting reamed for it. You guys took a quarterback. It's like,
I mean, hey, the Cardinals are still in tune, so I don't understand why.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Come on, man, that's my thing now.
Yeah, it is your fucking thing.
Hey, Steph Curry, what is up? But what about these undrafted guys? Like, I don't know much about them. Are they good?
I like Eli Ricks. I like that pickup. That was
Eli
nice.
Ricks was a guy that when I was doing those mock drafts real early on, he was a guy that was getting picked in the second round. And somebody that when, I wasn't sure about James Bradbury and Slay and what their future was going to be, even before all free agency, that's when Eli Ricks was really like projected as one of the top guys. I guess he wasn't as highly projected as people thought, and they picked him up. And I think he's going to add a lot to that competition at the bottom of the cornerback depth chart with Ringo, Mario Goodrich, Zach McPherson, some guys from last, Josiah Scott. There's just a bunch of guys at the bottom of that cornerback. Josh Jobe, a lot of UDFA guys from last year, a lot of the low tier, and that I think that's something the Eagles wanted to prioritize, was not Slay and Bradbury and Maddox replacements really, but upgrading from when guys got injured last year and you had Josiah Scott. He made a lot of mistakes. He was up and down, and they've given him a few years. And Same with Zach McPherson. He couldn't even get on the field, like injuries, and they were finding ways to not put him on the field. So it's like, yeah, they've been good special teams players, and that's where you can win a roster spot. But the Eagles are backfilling that cornerback position and getting guys that are going to compete with those guys to push them off the roster. So your next, corner depth is going to be Eli Ricks and Kaylee Ringo, and Ringo could even play a little cross training at safety as well. So
I was just gonna say, I feel like they're gonna cross train him at safety for some. I just had this weird feeling. Yeah, he's got that raw talent that you could. So
right, he could probably play a little outside corner as well with his size and the way he uses his hands and his strength and whatnot.
Yeah, Robert said that like a while ago. Yeah,
so he could be our next CJ Gardner Johnson.
Yeah.
Like obviously they say his biggest issue is his hips, right? He's really stiff in the hips. Right. It takes a lot for him to get like vertical with the guy if they kind of get him inside. But we got some guys on the team that could definitely help him with that with Slay and Bradbury, and Maddox with that as well. So yeah,
you know what I just realized though? Like DeAndre Swift didn't even want to play with Gardner Johnson. He wanted the hell out of there.
I don't know if that's necessarily what happened, but
I feel like the Lions were done with him when they got Gibbs, Mitch. I feel like they signed Montgomery. That was kind of like the writing on the wall with Swift, and then all of a sudden he's watching the draft and Gibbs goes at 12, and he's like, "Well, I guess I'm done here." Yeah, exactly. So, but it's just cool that he's a Philly native, and he's a Georgia Bulldog, 2017 Bulldog. So it's like it just all works out. It's like just like the stars were aligned, and how he was just like. Just having to pick at whatever he wanted. A kid at a candy store being like, I want this, that, 2 of those, give me 10 of those. Like it was wild.
That had to be the most obvious thing to me. I don't think I was ever more confident in a trade than when I saw them pick Gibbs. I was like, DeAndre Swift is such a Howie Roseman kind of pickup. Like he's the type of player he likes. He's the type of player we need on our offense. He needs to stay healthy, obviously, but his receiving threat ability is just so much bigger than Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders had 20 catches for 78 yards and no touchdowns last year. That doesn't even sound like real. You think about a player like Miles Sanders, how dynamic he is. Just running the ball, when you see him running the ball, how is he not a receiving back? And since his rookie year, he's been going down each year. He had a great year his rookie year, 50 catches. DeAndre Swift has had 48, 40, 60 something, and then 42 or something. He's had over 40 every year, 3 straight years, and a couple touchdowns every year too, receiving. So
he played his week 1, and look how fucking good he was against us. So I mean, like if he can stay healthy, look out NFL behind that old line.
Hey,
he's good.
I have to give AK credit here. He said Miles Sanders will get over 1,000 yards, and that was like I think that was like in July? You called it like 100 or something. You said.
He had a great year. He had a.
I said he would get like 900 because I thought.
Bro, you can throw anyone in our backfield and they'll be good at this point. Like that's no bullshit. I mean, listen, what is going to make DeAndre Swift be able to stay healthy is the fact that our offensive line is so good. He's going to barely get touch going through those holes. And after he's in the open, he can do his juking and jiving to get around and break tackles and do what he does. I'm not saying Detroit has a very bad offensive line, but they're nowhere near ours. He was getting creamed sometimes, so I'm just saying you can stay healthier when you're not being touched as much. So I think Swift is going to work out.
Yeah, the Eagles also have a really good track record of understanding how to pace their running backs together, and they have Rashad Penny for that reason as well. 2 guys that have injury histories, they'll now be in a shared backfield where they can rely on getting the proper rest. And then on top of that, you have Kenny Gainwell and Boston Scott, who just they're like made of rubber. Those 2 like little 5'7", 5'8" guys that can just take hits and kind of like squirm around and not be able to feel that big contact. So they're just like
I call them little thumpers, like little bunny rabbits.
They vulture so many touchdowns. Like people are like, Jalen Hurts only threw 22, 23 touchdowns. I'm like, yeah, because we have a billion running backs that literally just smash into the end zone every time we're down there, or he sneaks it in. So it's like we don't need to throw the ball in the end zone. You have little hammers down there that can just like punch it in from like no one touches them, and the offensive line gets a push 3 yards off the line from the 5-yard line. You're already at the 2, and the guy just punches it in. So yeah, we have like a great type of offense for Swift and Penny to kind of like chew up easy yards and then give it to those little guys that like in close spaces that they can take those bigger hits, and you don't have to risk DeAndre Swift getting popped in the leg the wrong way or in the head or something like that. And same with Penny. You know, we can keep those guys healthy. That would be just a huge thing for going into the playoffs with healthy Swift and a healthy Penny. That would just be a nightmare for teams. And then
How is Swift different to Miles Sanders?
What was that? How is Swift different from Miles Sanders?
From Miles Sanders.
He's got a little bit better vision. I think he's built a little bigger and breaks like arm tackles and weak attempts a little easier. I thought Miles Sanders went down a little too easily, and maybe that
took the easy way out, and he would go out of bounds rather than fight for that extra 2 yards or whatever.
Yeah, I think Swift is just a little built a little stronger. But their dynamic ability is similar. When they get to the hole and they make a play through it, they're very fast, explosive, and Swift's also a better receiver. I think he's more consistent. And when you're checking the ball down now, you have that threat. So hopefully we could see what he can do as a receiver. I think he's looking a little more natural. It's probably why he produces. And in Detroit, they were able to use him as a receiver. And maybe in the screen game, we could get him going. We kind of missed that element of our offense, running back screens and making big plays in that. So I think Swift can do a lot of things that Miles could do and a couple things that Miles couldn't do. So
I feel like we're going to use Penny like LeGarrette Blount style. You know what I mean? Like on the 5-yard line and just hand the ball off to him and say, go do your work, and him just power through with the offensive line. Where we're Swift, like you said, we're going to start at 25, wherever, 24, whatever, and he's going to be our guy that's going to help dink and dunk and get us through. But and then like you said, with Gainwell, if we were 3rd and 2 or whatever, hand the ball off to him, like make him just kind of like jump for it. So yeah, we got, like you said, stable of backs. It's they're all going to be at our disposal. It's just a matter of giving them the ball.
Yep, doing it the right way so they all stay healthy.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
For us.
My only pet peeve that I really hated last year, and I wish that they would change this year, is if you are inside the 10-yard line, can we please line up under center and give the ball to our halfbacks instead of being in shotgun, unless you truly want to throw the football or have the option to. I mean, do you just want to run? Listen, I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot easier to line up under center and have the halfback run forward and hand the ball off than him stand right next to you and him get motivated and burst to get in and break tackles. Like, it's hard to do that standing still. You know what I mean? At least give these guys a few steps that they can get some energy when they're going into the line. You know what I mean? Like, that would be my only bicker of last year. I would like to see inside the 10 more under center, man. Like, give our halfbacks better opportunity to get more steam and more leverage moving forward.
Yeah,
that's it.
I agree. I 100% agree with you, AK.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I still can't believe we pulled all this off, and it's still not done. Like, is there another position we could go after in free agency?
What's up, Earl?
Oh, hey, Earl. How's it going, man?
Earl!
Maybe
How
like
you doing?
Maybe like a second tight end or something in like free agency or something. Is there anything we need?
Yeah, I feel like the team might, might want to bring in a veteran of some sorts, whether like you said, whether it's a tight end or whether it's a wide receiver or hell, whether it's another person on the defensive side even. I mean, shoot, more the merrier. The more depth we can have, the better we'll have a chance of these guys surviving the season, so that when we go on a deep playoff run, they'll be there to help out and experience it. So I could for sure definitely see you, Tom. See you, bro.
Yeah, Tom,
I could definitely see us potentially bringing in somebody, a veteran too.
Mm-hmm. That's what Bobby had to say earlier. He said maybe like a Jarvis Landry on a cheap old vet receiver.
Interesting.
Hey, I'm up for anything. I think don't trust Watkins after what's happened with his Twitter. I mean, what, is he going to go off after someone beats him? I don't trust Watkins now.
Gotcha.
He didn't make that catch in the Super Bowl. Like, the biggest game and the biggest catch of your career? you don't grab it, bruh.
True.
Yeah, someone told me they want to go with more offensive line depth, but I'm still thinking about that. I'm like, I don't know about that. More offensive line? Brown, what is that? Brown might beat out Evans and Reed. Edmonds to start the strong safety. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, Edmonds has the experience, right? So
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, so
Reed.
whenever that happened,
Mm-hmm.
my wife was extremely pissed about that. And if I remember correctly, I think it went something like this. Stop stealing my fucking players or I'm going to cut you.
Hey, they got hurt. They got hurt big. They got the brothers.
No. When we signed Edmonds
Yeah.
from this in free agency,
Yeah.
because she wanted him to come back, and she was hoping that she had a chance. And then before that, we took Hargraves, and that kind of pissed her off too. So she's just kind of tired of us taking her players.
Everyone is.
Well, just be like, sorry, it's not our fault. Your team can't afford to pay him because you got other guys taking up cap. You should be happy at least we're giving them a payday so they can make their families happier.
I don't know, man. She's very sensitive of her team,
Yeah,
so I try not to get into that.
I get it. You're just sitting there.
I'm in danger.
Oh, God. I think that's every team now. That's every team. Hey.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like just for like players wanting to go where they want to go, and then like you're like, hey, you took my guy, and that was my favorite guy or whatever, and it's like, yeah, well, you couldn't afford him because you're fucking paying this guy that much, so we can. So sorry.
It's just like the NBA.
The NBA is a little bit different though. I feel like the NBA players follow each other because they're trying to like build super teams. Where in the NFL, you can't really do that in a sense, right? You're not like going to have like a whole offensive line on a team be like, screw this, we're going to the Bengals, we want to be with Joe Burrow. Like, it's just, you're never going to see something like that. You're never going to see like 3 or 4 guys just leave a team to go to some other team like that, right? Like, it's a couple, usually 1 or 2, or at the most maybe 3. But yeah,
I mean, hell, OBJ went to the Ravens.
Yeah,
I still don't understand that.
and then they drafted Zay Flowers. That was weapons.
Right.
What did Gannon say? Weapons. Huh.
Yeah. And then what happened now? His safety wants out.
Yeah.
Can we get him?
Wait, what safety?
Buda Baker.
Oh. Wait, I thought we were
Buda
talking
Baker.
about Baltimore. How'd you get to Arizona?
Because
Jonathan Gannon. We talked about Gannon.
He
Yeah.
brought up Jonathan Gannon.
I brought up Gannon. He's like shots. Pew, pew.
Yeah.
And then because there was a video of him doing that to Buda Baker, and then he just left, and Buda Baker's like, "I'm out."
And then Buda already said in an interview during the Super Bowl, I believe, on the Kay Adams show, he's like, I really like what's going on there with the coach over in Philly. And she's like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, I really like that Nick Sirianni. I like that culture he has. And then all of a sudden, he's been liking like nonstop Eagle players posts on Twitter and Instagram and stuff. So it's like the writing's on the wall. It's just, but it's like, can we afford him at this point, right?
Listen, he ain't got to lie, bro. You just want a ring. I get it. It's cool. You come where you win. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
you don't have to love me up. Listen, as long as you come in here and you play safety and you ball the fuck out like you've been balling, we have no fucking issues.
Yes,
right.
Exactly.
Go get your ring.
And then
Just
now,
do it.
and then now Cardinals not signing or picking up Isaiah what's his name there, the linebacker, his 5th-year option. So like nobody wants to play in Arizona with Jonathan Gannon right now.
No.
I think a little bit of it has to do with Kyler too.
Yeah, his attitude, right?
Yeah.
He's got short man syndrome.
Yeah, he's got that boy syndrome where he just thinks it's him. He's a kid.
Not just that. I'm just talking about his injury too. He's out for like half of the year. No wonder. Oh my god. Who's the starting quarterback over there?
Colt McCoy.
Is it McCoy?
I'm
I
pretty
didn't
sure
know that. Oh my god.
Clayton Tune will be battling for backup.
I didn't say. I was trying not to say it.
Isaiah Simmons, that's who it was. Yes, Isaiah Simmons. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yep. Damn it, further, you're making me hungry.
Dude,
I don't know, man. I'll get hungry when he adds the chicken. Right now, I'm not hungry for peppers.
Well, I haven't had dinner in them.
Did you add tomatoes? Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cherry tomato.
Cherry tomatoes. If you're a defensive player, you want to run from Gannon.
You know what's funny? Didn't Kaiser White go over there?
Yep.
Didn't Trent or Emmons go there? Or no, he went to the Texans, right? Someone went to the Texans because of D'Amico Ryans.
Who did they sign? Now you got me stumped.
It was Kaiser White. Edwards. It was Edwards.
Oh, TJ Edwards.
It was Edwards, yes. So they got Kaiser White and Edwards.
What's up, Nikki?
Yeah. We're about to end this stream in a little bit, I guess. But
Give that 5 more minutes, and we're going to take it off the grill.
Hey.
Yeah.
If there was another player that the Eagles should have drafted this year, who would it have been if you guys had to pick?
McDonald, tight
McDonald.
end, Georgia. I thought we were just gonna go Georgia. I was
Oh,
like,
Edwards went to the Bears, and who else went to the Cardinals? It was Kaiser White, and I know there was another guy. It's gonna bother me now.
Oh, our strong safety? No, he went to the Raiders. Never mind.
Three.
Sure about that?
Come on, it's gonna bother me.
Why can't I remember?
It's gonna bother me. All right. Dog, no. And offensive. Wait.
oh damn, the Chiefs got Connor. What a mistake that was.
Huh? Chiefs
Wait,
got
what?
who?
The Chiefs got Chamari Connor, safety from Virginia Tech. I know Chamari Connor very well.
You
What
know
a
what's-
mistake.
You know what's funny? When you say
Fantastic. Good job, Chiefs.
I thought you said James
Good
Conner.
job.
Yeah,
Let
me
tell
too.
you,
Weird.
as
That
a
was like
Virginia
the
Tech
Cardinals.
fan,
Yeah,
you
and I
can
was like,
expect
wait,
him
what?
to choke.
I was like, damn, Cardinals. What are you doing
Oh,
over
don't
there?
expect a lot from him.
He ain't gonna make the team anyway.
Right.
No, he got 4th round.
He Yeah.
He
Still don't mean
better.
he's gonna make the
And
team.
that would have wasted a 4th round pick.
It was. I
Chiefs
got
did
it.
better than the
Randy,
Eagles.
It was
Kiss
Zach
my ass.
Pascal.
Zach Pascal. Yes,
Thank God.
that's right. I was actually just looking at it.
Oh,
I knew it.
dude, I totally forgot that guy was on our team last year. Shit.
Yeah. We barely used him at all.
Right?
And Nikki goes, who? Who? But who's the one guy you would draft? Like AM said McDonald. Like I don't know.
I'm with Randy on this, man. I would have taken that 6'7" tight end, dude. In all honesty, man, I
Washington again.
I
A Georgia Bulldog.
100% agree with him, bro. Dallas Goedert and him. Oh fuck, that would have been a nightmare. But it is what it is. But yeah, I would have taken a shot on him.
Same. Yeah.
Before Edwards, I think I said Edwards. But
Yeah. You said Edwards. Yeah.
for
TJ.
me, it would have been Maggie Smith. I mean, come on. Come on. I just want one.
Homer pick.
Yeah. Hey,
Well, if I'm gonna homer pick, Christian Gonzalez for me from Oregon.
49ers took the Michigan kicker in the 3rd round, Jake Moody.
I know that was kind of crazy. That was a kind of a crazy pick. I wanted to see what Tom thought about that. Because
Hey, can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
What the fuck is Bill Belichick doing?
right.
Like, dude, last year's draft, now this year's draft, like, I don't understand. And not that I care, but it's like, dude, I guess when you think back, you think of all the drafts that they've had and all the good players they got. And now, just since Brady's left, it's all been like, oh, we're just going to piss it all away. Like, I what the fuck?
Yeah, it almost feels like they won those 6 championships, and all of a sudden it's like now we can be mediocre for the next 20 years.
Right?
It's like,
dude, how do
we can do whatever we want.
Replace Mac Jones? Like, how do you not? Like, I don't. What the fuck is going on over there, dude? Like, they got no wide receivers.
Nope.
Like, I don't.
Free agency.
And what I don't even think what they drafted was even worthy of anything, dude. Like, whatever. I don't even know why I care. Bill's about to be fired. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, Bill Belichick's about to be fired.
Yeah, dude. I mean, listen, come on, man. I get it. He's won 6 championships, but his last 2 drafts have been fucking terrible. You know, I don't know why you didn't replace Mac Jones. I mean, clearly you've shown you don't trust him. You pulled him twice last year. Like, you've already destroyed the kid's confidence. You got him no weapons to throw to. So therefore, it's going to be hard for him to even be decent. You know, and both of your halfbacks are just meh. You know, your defense is just okay. You know, I don't know, man. It's fucking
they lost
weird.
Harris too in free agency. He went to the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. It's fucking weird. I'm used to 10 years of awesomeness from them. So when they're sucking right now and nothing's going on, I'm just questioning. Like, Bill's just had enough. I take it. I don't. He's not that bad of a coach. We all know that he's not. So for him to sit here and just piss this roster away, why? Like, I don't know.
Joel Embiid won the MVP. Just announced.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finally.
Woo! Let's go, Embiid.
I'm gonna celebrate.
Finally.
So I'm gonna make a video.
Yes.
Is that his first one?
Yep.
Yeah.
First.
Maybe Bill wants to be fired, so he'd be drafting kickers and punters because his quarterback sucks.
Right? I know, dude. He's the first coach in like 40 years, I think it is, to take a kicker and a punter in the draft. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's doing off the wall shit, dude.
He always has been.
God bless Bill. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, maybe he's tanking for next year for Caleb Williams from USC or something, you know. But you're right. There was quarterbacks to be had, and he didn't even sniff at one. He was just like, well, whatever, I'll take whoever.
I mean, hell, dude, he could have even taken Will Levis in the start of the second.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly thought Will Levis was kind of his type. I don't know, you know. And
I thought
dude, he never budged.
On him. Yeah,
he never budged.
Nope.
Yeah.
The fucking kicker.
Oh,
at least no one took Dick as a kicker.
No, but we got a kicker.
Someone on. Oh no, that's right. Never mind. That was our draft. Someone took a kicker. That's right.
Yeah, no, but we got a kicker. He was an undrafted free agent, I think, right?
Yeah.
True. Jake Elliott. Yeah. And then we also got Legatron. We got that punter from.
Legatron. That's who I mean. The punter.
Yeah, the punter to battle with Aaron Siposs. The guy apparently had something like 30 or 40 punts pinned within the 5-yard line or something crazy like that. Like,
listen, dog, just that alone, Siposs can go. I mean, listen, has the guy really truly done anything amazing? No. Therefore, listen, give the 23-year-old a chance, and hey, what's the worst that can happen? You just drafted another Siposs.
And I'm sure you could find somebody in the free agent market, somebody floating around on someone's practice squad as well.
He's just a fucking punter. What, you're going to pay him $900K? Fucking whatever.
Dude, you know, that's a Howie project right there. $900K 1-year deal. No.
It can't get any worse, is my point. So
no. Just like our special teams return game, it can't get any worse. Why not try Devin Allen? I mean, the guy was a sprinter for the in college. He can run. That's apparently his main skill. Put him in. Let's see what happened. I mean, Christ, we saw what happened in preseason when he got that touchdown. Just throw it up and let him go underneath it, right?
All I know, dude, is I give Covey mad
Fair
props.
catch, Covey. Yeah.
I give him mad props, bro. I don't think I could have survived 18 weeks of raw fucking punishment the way that kid did. And
Plus
he got
playoff.
up every time, dude. He got up every fucking time. But I don't want Covey back there returning kicks, bro. Because listen, I'm not trying to get the kid killed. I've never seen a guy his size. Yes, the kid's fast, but he's small. Just run straight into defenders. Who the fuck just runs straight into defenders? I mean,
Darren
I
Sproles
want the kid to survive.
Max Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez, yeah. Running into the ass of a center.
Yeah, I just listen. I know he did good in the Super Bowl. I will admit that. Like, he had some really nice returns in the Super Bowl. But I mean, was that just because it was just a bad field, or did the kid learn something? I'm just saying, I don't want the kid to kill himself, dude. And last year, there was a couple times he took some hits, and I was like, God, I don't think he's getting up. You know what I mean? But he popped up every damn time.
Yeah. It's true. You're right. Yeah, and I watched his college tape before when I was like, okay, he's an undrafted free agent. I'm like, sweet. I'm like, maybe this guy will like potentially be like our gadget guy. And like you said, like every time he caught the ball or he got a chance to make a play, he either got himself in a situation where he got fucking walloped. And like you said, I'm thank the Lord, thank his pain tolerance and his ability just to pop back up, because like Mighty Mouse, he hit the ground, but he got right back up. And like you said, 18 games plus playoffs and then Super Bowl. I mean, shoot, small little guy like that must have just been sore than shit, right? So,
dude, you know he had to wake up Monday morning with black and blue marks all over his ribs and arms. Like,
he
dude,
probably
he
got
was
his wife.
getting lit the fuck up, dude.
He probably got his wife to like buy Ben Gay and like barrel form and just throw it into the bathtub, and then he just like fucking dipped himself in it and just sat there for like 10 hours and just
Right.
stupid to him, because like you're right, like. I don't know how some of these guys do it, man, especially the smaller ones, like the smaller guys. Like, fuck. Like, I have hard times.
My whole thing was, though, he deliberately did it. He was doing it intentionally. I was like, listen, you're a badass, but you might be too much of a badass.
Yeah.
He might be too much of a badass. Like, I love people who want to take hits, but this dude seems like he enjoys it, and that scares me a little bit.
No, Covey, we want you to run away from the players, not run into them.
Yeah.
No, I like being hit.
Around them, not through them, around them.
No, it's kind of like Forrest Gump. You know how he just runs into everything? He just runs, and then he runs into through the cheerleaders, and he just keeps running. But listen, guys, we're closing up on an hour. Appreciate everyone coming on here. I'm actually getting hungry, I'm not gonna lie. But make sure you like and subscribe to everyone on our channels. Tom States, appreciate you coming on again, bro. We'll see you next week. And if you guys have any last words, go for it. AK, good to have you back on, man. Good to have you back on.
Yes.
No problem, dude. I enjoy it. I'm coming back ever slowly. Just taking one step at a time. But I'm not dead. I'm not gone. I'm alive and well.
Yeah.
So,
which is good.
Yes.
Which is good. But Randy,
that's debatable. Sorry.
Randy and AM, you guys got anything?
Oh wow. All right.
No, I'm excited for tomorrow's Pick and Roll podcast. We got a lot to talk about, especially with the first round of playoffs now done.
MVP
talk now, some coaching talk now as well. And just an overall, this was a great show. I'm happy AK was on. Maybe I don't know what his schedule fuck if I could talk. I don't know what his schedule is, but maybe we can make him be a regular with us for a little bit until he's
well, just so happens I've became immobile again.
Available?
No, immobile.
Immobile.
Immobile. Ended up breaking my back again at work. So now I'm out for 3 weeks. I got to go back in May 22nd. So I got a shit ton of fucking time on my hands right now.
Yeah, you got a couple shows you can pop on with us for sure, then. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, I might actually start doing some of my own too.
You hear that? You guys hear that? Eats Meets West could be returning Fridays. But no, yeah. Anyways, further, it's your shot, man.
AM, you're here? No.
Nope, he's gone.
I'm here.
Oh,
what? I heard it. I heard it. I'm here.
All right, AM, you got anything to say before we
Thank you, AK. Thank you, AK, so much for coming on as a special guest today. I asked AK to come on. I was struggling. I was behind schedule. And thank you so much, AK, for joining in. And if you haven't, please, somebody put AK's link in the fucking chat or something. And make sure you go over to his account, AK Eagles Podcast. And give him a subscribe. He's fantastic.
What you do? I'm done.
Okay.
But, wait, AM, I gotta tell you something real quick.
This is what happened. Oh shit! I can't say that.
But AM, turn on your camera. You gotta see this. I need to see your reaction. This is what halftime made.
Oh god.
This is what halftime made. Or this is halftime.
Where are my brownies?
This is hilarious.
I'm gonna play it again.
Where are my brownies?
You that milk white? Did I get that much tan over 2 weeks? What the hell happened? I just go sit out in the sun and y'all are like white as toast.
That's friends, yep. But shut your mouth, you thought, fatty.
All right, guys. All
Let
right.
me tell you, if you haven't, make sure you go surfing. The surf is up, and the Philadelphia Eagles are in the barrel.
Yep. All right, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we're out. Go Birds.